How's it going, guys? Topic for today's video, we asked on Instagram for some questions that you'd like for us to answer. So we're going to answer a few of them for you. Maybe we'll do a couple videos. What's the first question, Hannah?
The first question is, how did we meet? We met on YouTube.
So we've known each other on YouTube for like
a
couple of years. I never watched her videos. She never watched mine. We didn't I guess we knew about each other, but we didn't care about each other. We didn't care about each other at all.
We were just like, oh, there's that one weird guy that always wears those stupid glasses.
And he always talks really exciting on the camera.
And makes videos in his bathroom.
Yeah, bathroom guy.
But I think it was August of this year, he randomly sent me a message and he's like, let's Skype.
Hey.
And I was like, oh, okay. So we Skyped. And we didn't even like each other then. He was like, she's so annoying. I just don't like her at all. I didn't really like her. I never want to talk to her again. And because it was a Skype call about all the drama. If you guys haven't seen my video about drama and stuff, it was about that.
Yeah. And
that's just what we talked about. So it was kind of like a negative, annoying conversation.
It was, yeah. So is this what's going on with Harley and Freely calling Hannah fat?
Just all that stupid stuff.
All that stupid stuff. So I was just I'd been through my own drama with them, so I was just extending a helping hand. And yeah, we didn't really kick it off or anything. It was just 2 hours of us just kind of complaining about things.
Yeah.
And then it was, I think it would have been, was it in November or October or something like that?
It was October. End of October, November, he sent me another message.
I sent her a message on Instagram, and she didn't respond for 2 weeks.
Because I was playing hard to get.
She was playing real hard to get. We had another long conversation on Skype.
And he thought I was super annoying.
I thought she was super annoying because she just was complaining for 2 hours straight. At the end of it, because I think I told you that I was reading this really good book, and that you should read it. Yeah. And we're talking about relationships and stuff like that as well.
It was just another negative conversation.
Until the end, right? And so I directed the conversation away from... Anyways, so what was really funny is that we were talking about relationships, and she was telling me about how she's had some really bad relationships in the past. And I just told her, I'm you should write out exactly what you want in a relationship. What would be your ideal relationship? And so what I did was I read her what I'd already written. So I'd written down what I wanted, in my relationship and etc. Yeah, she's got it written down right there.
My perfect man.
Her perfect man. I'd already written down my perfect girl, and so I read it to her, and just to kind of express,
give me an idea.
Give her an idea of what to write, and then I also recommended the book to her. Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. And so it was, what was it, a week after that?
Yeah, I was watching one of his videos, because I was just whatever, Derek. And then I was watching one of his videos about, it was called Get Skinny and Then I'll Accept Myself. And I was like, this really makes a lot of sense. So then I had a Kindle Unlimited free subscription, so I could get the book for free. And I'm like, well, I could get it for free, I might as well just read it. And then I read it. And I immediately started practicing the self-love thing, and it just, everything changed. Literally everything after that point changed in my entire life. Because I had always hated myself. Literally, to that point, I had hated myself my entire life. And I just started telling myself I love myself over a million times a day.
Then what happened after that?
After that, I got really, really, I got really, really motivated and just
No, what you mean to say is that you got a really big crush on DMAN.
I started getting a really big crush on DMAN. Because what had happened was things started shift in my life, and my vibration shifted. I was in a very loving place. So I felt just attracted to people, obviously on the same frequency as me. So I sent you a message on Instagram. I sent him a message on Instagram and just said, look, I started writing this ebook. I'm really inspired. I've been working out. It's been really easy to just stick to eating whole foods, and I wasn't trying to diet or lose weight or anything anymore. I was just doing whatever felt good, and I just felt so much better. And I sent him a message like that, and that's when you had just started his self-love practice. And he's like, that's really motivating. I'm like, really, that's crazy that all that has changed for you. And then we just started every day since that message, we've talked.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And that was like December 18th or something.
Yeah, so that was late December. And then...
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it really just kind of like took off from that. We were just talking pretty well like every day. Like, we've gone through our history and we were talking on like...
It was like...
Christmas Eve, you know, Christmas Day, like basically all until, you know, the present moment. We've been talking every day. We've been our Skype conversations are sometimes like
5 hours long.
5 hours long.
I actually calculated it one time to just see how much we talk, and it was an entire 24 hours exactly in 1 week on Skype.
24 hours in 1 week on Skype.
So we'd spend an entire day on Skype talking just about... I don't even know what we talk about.
I don't know what we talk about either, but...
Look at the timer and it's like, we've been talking for 3.5 hours?
It's like, what have we talked about?
It was immediate. Like, we immediately fell in love with each other and just... It was like, he's my best friend in the world. Immediately, it was crazy.
Yeah, she's my best friend in the whole world, too.
Yeah. It was just so weird. And then... we said, well, let's read these lists to each other. So if you guys go on my channel, it's a video called The List, How to Manifest Your Perfect Partner or something. And I read the list on there. But yeah, like, he's everything on my list. And just I couldn't even have written out a more perfect person. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was really funny because, like, I had written my list and I didn't realize that, like, she would end up being the girl that I wanted on my list. And she wrote the list she didn't like when we were writing these lists, like we didn't think about
each other.
We had no idea, right?
No way
we weren't into each other at all, right?
We weren't even attracted to each other. Like, I wouldn't have looked at Derek and like thought he was as attractive as like I think he is. Like, obviously he's an attractive guy, right? Like, look at how cute he is. But I wasn't like, oh my god, he's so hot. Like, now I'm just like, fucking, he's the handsomest like thing I've ever seen in my life.
Exactly.
So hot. But before, I was just like, yeah, I mean, it's Derek.
Yeah, it's just like guy on unconventional or unconditional living.
Unconditional living. I don't even know what it's called.
Doesn't even know the name of my channel, so. Oh, you're that guy on unconditional living, aren't you? It's like,
yeah.
Unconventional living.
Like DMAN? I don't know.
And so that's really kind of how it started, and I think it was sometime in early January or something like that. I was like, we had been...
It was like New Year's Eve. We had talked for like 4 hours on Skype.
No, but when did I first decide... When did I buy my flight? It was like 50 days ago.
January 8th?
Yeah.
It was the 8th or the 12th or something?
So, like, it's been a long time coming for us to actually meet in person. And, like, for the amount that we were talking online and stuff, like, I didn't even feel like I needed to meet her. Like, I just knew her so well. Like, our connection was just already so deep. And so... Since we've been physically together since last Thursday, and today's Tuesday. Yeah,
and it's just mind-blowing now. Like I didn't think I could love him anymore on Skype, just talking to him, but it's fucking mind-blowing. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's things, obviously, that you're not going to see, like, on Skype, and, like, a lot of her, like, mannerisms and how she is in person is just fucking adorable. And I just think she's the cutest girl ever, and... Like, when we go shopping, she's just, like, pushing the cart around, and she's just, like, grabbing the food, and...
He thinks it's the cutest thing ever when I go shopping.
It's the cutest thing when we go
He's like, oh my god, look at you, you're just, like, shopping. It's so cute. I'm like, I'm just picking out some fucking lettuce. Yeah. But that's how it happened. Yeah. Just through... I think when you're on the same, like, vibration as somebody... Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter how far apart you are, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, nothing can keep you apart as long as you don't have that block in your head thinking, like, limiting yourself to what you think that you deserve or can have. So just write out a list, exactly what you want, because you'll get it. Like, I was telling my friend that at work the other day. Like, we went to meet my friends from work for lunch yesterday at Chipotle.
Is the bomb.
And she's just a serial dater. Like, she goes on Tinder dates like 4 times a week, and I'm just like, and just like goes on one date and just kicks him to the curb. And I was like, just stop, because it's just sending out a bad vibration that like no one's good enough. You're never going to find the right guy. I was like, stop dating everyone and write a list. And she's going to do it. So we'll see. I'll update you guys.
Yeah, we didn't try to like date each other. There was no trying.
We didn't like each other.
We didn't even like each other.
I mean, we liked each other, but it was like literally once I started the self-love thing and he started it, we were like on the same like vibration, and it was like a week later we were fucking just in love with each other. Like, like
happened very quickly, and there was really no hesitation.
Quickly.
There was a little hesitation on my part because I didn't want to do long distance again. So there was a little bit of hesitation, but Hannah was just basically just like, don't worry about it.
I was like, an imaginary line can't separate us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how we met online. So like that was the first. This is literally. I mean, that video that we made, it was like our first date, but we had been together the night before. Like, obviously.
Oh yeah, that video, like I said, like that was our first kiss. That actually wasn't our first kiss.
No.
That was just a joke. But
everyone took it really seriously.
I guess I didn't come across as joking in that. I should have been like, wink, wink. But yeah, no, we met obviously the night before in the airport after my plane was delayed like 3 hours in Chicago, which was just fucking ridiculous. But
yeah.
It all worked out well, and I got here, and everything's fucking perfect.
It's so perfect.
So good.
So yeah. So yeah, that's how we met. We're going to answer some of the other questions in a different video, just so these aren't like 19 minutes long in a piece.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys.
We'll see you in the next video.
Doing it, because you will learn how to intuitively eat, and everything will go back to normal once you learn how to do this, because you'll be eating exactly what your body needs at every time of the day.